Alright guys, so we're back with you again. We headed back north to our Illinois farm. It's the last week of season. Right now it's January the 11th, so we only have a few days left. We've got a few bucks still on the camera. We've got the big 8 and one coal buck that we really want to get out of the herd. Temperatures are dropping. I think it's going to be close to 1 degree Sunday for the low, and the deer are really on their feet and feeding. We've got our big food plot that we've got turnips planted in. We have some corn that we just cut. I had the neighbor go over and cut some corn last week. He cut probably a quarter acre of corn for me. Bush hogged it down. So the cameras have really been going off a lot. We've got a lot of deer feeding in there. The big 8's pretty much been in there almost every day, and then the coal buck as well. So we're headed out. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully we're headed back with a big buck in the truck and not a tag in our pocket. We'll see what happens. So we've set up right here at 30 yards with the Raven crossbow. We're going to make sure it's dialed in good. It's a little after 1 o'clock, about 1:15. I think we're going to have to make some adjustments to it, and we're going to see if we can get in the woods and see if we can get old Big in this afternoon. We'll see what happens. Alright, so we shot at 30 yards. It was dead on. We're trying for 60 now. Through the target, man. Alright guys, well, we finally made it to the stand this afternoon. We drove up to our Illinois farm today, and we've already got a couple deer in the field, so we sighted the crossbow in. And we're ready to get him this afternoon. I got my dad, he's behind the camera, and we're after a coal buck, and we got a good 8 point that we've had on camera for a while, and so we're hoping one of those bucks come out. I'm gonna let him take care of the trash buck, and and I'm gonna take care of the big one, the big 8. But we've already got deer in the field. Temperatures are supposed to be dropping this weekend. Right now it's a little bit warm, but we already got deer out and feeding already, so should be a good evening. We'll see what happens. Well, it is second day here in Illinois, and it's about 1:45, January the 12th, and we went hunting yesterday evening. We seen a lot of deer in the field feeding, probably over 20 deer, and we kind of lost count there. But this morning when we got up, it was just pouring rain, so we didn't go this morning. It's rained pretty much all day. It's turned into a misting rain now, and we're about to head back and get in the Muddy Bull blind. But we did a little bit of riding around and just looking, and some deer are already on their feet. So we got really cold temperatures coming in. I think today's high was around 55 degrees, and right now it's 48, and the temperatures are just going to be falling out all the way to dark. I think by 6 o'clock it's supposed to be 38 degrees, so another 10-degree drop between now and dark, and it's just going to be falling out through the night. So these cool temperatures coming in and dropping at a fast pace, I really feel like we're going to see a lot of deer this evening. We've got of course the big 8 that we've been talking about on camera. hopefully he steps out. And we have one cull buck that we're wanting to take out. We've seen several deer yesterday. We've seen some small bucks, but most of our bigger bucks and our up and comers didn't show yesterday. So hopefully we can get some of that on film today, and hopefully we can get a big buck on the ground. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, it's the second afternoon here in Illinois. This morning it was really raining hard, so we didn't get out. And right now it's still raining with some high winds, but it's supposed to stop raining here in about 30 to 40 minutes. So we've seen several deer yesterday, probably between 20 and 30. We kind of lost count out here feeding on this cut corn. So we're hoping this afternoon, with the temperatures dropping the way that they are quickly, that deer will be up on their feet and feeding a little bit. So got my dad with me this afternoon behind the camera, and hoping a big 8 comes out. We'll see what happens this afternoon. It should be a good one. That's an 8 point. Looks like a little 8 or something.
Yeah. A little 8. Yeah, he's pretty. 7 or 8.
It might be a 7. Good morning, guys. We're here the third morning of our Illinois hunt. We've been hunting a big 8 the last few days. It's cold temperatures this morning. I know you can't hardly see me, but deer's already out on the field. And actually the big buck that we've been hunting just stepped out. So man, I'm shaking like a leaf right now. That joker, baby. That sucker crashed out right outside the field. I smoked him. The old Raven put the smack down on that son of a gun. Man, I'm pumped up. That's the big 8 that we've been hunting the last few days. This morning it turned off to be really cold temperatures. He stepped out right on the field right after daylight, worked his way down, and the Ravens put the smack down on him. He ran, 30, 40 yards and crashed right on the outside of the field. Yes, baby. Yes. Big buck down. There ain't no tag suit this year, baby. We got a big truck, big buck riding in the truck on the way home. Yes. Only bad thing is, I think I had filmed him. My dad was supposed to be filming me this morning, and he didn't get good sleep last night, so he decided to sleep in. And when I shot, I looked back up at the camera and I realized that it looked like the deer was right out of frame. I hate that, but I am pumped up and excited that I knocked the big 8-point that I've been after. I got him. He's down. Yes, baby. Alright guys, I got him pulled out a little bit, got him tagged. Man, what a phenomenal hunt this morning. We've been hunting this deer for the last few days. We actually come up in gun season with my father-in-law trying to get him on him. And he came out, but he didn't get a chance at shooting him. And come back up here the last weekend of season. Tomorrow season ends. This late season's awesome, man. We've got some corn planted. We got a lot of the radishes and all planted, and he come out here this morning. We got in the stand. We probably wasn't in the stand, or I wasn't, but probably 45 minutes or so. Didn't even get to do a good introduction, and he stepped out on the field on the other side. I got to film him around a little bit, running around, and then he come to my side of the field. Stopped about 50 yards out there. Unfortunately, I didn't get the shot on film. I thought it was in frame, and was trying to get the bow ready to go and everything else, and didn't get the kill shot on film, but got him running off and crashing. But I can't be more happy. This is a giant 8 for me. Bought the farm last year. Didn't really get to hunt it much, and then this year, this is actually the first time that I've been up and hunting for myself. I brought my son up, brought my father-in-law up, but this is the third day on my hunt. We got a big buck. Big buck down, son. Big buck down. That's a good deer right there. I'm proud of that joker.